Let's go! Hey, let's go. Welcome to Smorgasbord of Sports, coming to you from the Fan Zone here at 51 West Studios. Man, the Ravens. I mean, you can't say enough good things about this team right now, if we're being honest. Like, the Ravens, they're 7-2 now. They just smoked Cincinnati 49-13. I mean, come on. You know, they just beat them 23-17 a few weeks ago back in Week 6 in Baltimore. But they traveled to Cincinnati this past week. Absolutely annihilate the Bengals. It was Ryan Finley's first career start. He actually had the claim to fame of beating Lamar Jackson in college when he was with NC State and Lamar was with Louisville. He actually beat Lamar 39-25. But he did not. No, that was not going to come to fruition this past week. I mean, you could tell from the first play of the game. Like, Lamar hit Hollywood Brown deep, and I thought, that's the game right there. It was the first play of the game, and I knew it was over. Just because the Ravens have been absolutely rolling as of late. Their offense is just firing on all cylinders. They really could. Like, Lamar Jackson is just running this offense like no one else could. And Greg Roman is calling plays like nobody else could. They both fit together like peanut butter and jelly. I love it. And just Lamar, man, like that run that he had in that game, that was the best run a quarterback has ever had, ever. Okay? And I'm not trying to gush too much over it because that's my man, that's my quarterback. But at the same, like, you know what I mean? Like, it was just, that was awesome. And he really, like, Nick Vigil's still looking for his ankles out on the field because like he was gone. Like, he just completely fell off the side of the screen, and Lamar he just hit us like a fourth gear. Like, he almost hit 20 miles per hour on that run there. Can you imagine? Like, I don't know, man. He's an insane quarterback. Just throws that he makes, like he hit Nick Boyle on that insane pass where Boyle broke away. Like, that was a great pass by Lamar Jackson. Passes to Mark Andrews were amazing. I mean, when you have a satellite the size of Andrews, you don't really need to thread the needle because he can just go up and get it. But Lamar threads the needle anyway. And it just makes the offense even better. They run really quick. They're calling plays quick. They're getting to the line quick, running quick. I mean, when they hand the ball off. But he gets rid of the ball really fast. I mean, the pace that their offense is running, they have the number one offense in the NFL in my eyes. And I don't care what anybody says. They're the best. Like, Lamar, like, there's no other way to put it. And I've never been able to say that about the Ravens offense, but Lamar Jackson is so special, and that's why he's the MVP in my mind. He has a team that is never the number one offense ever, you know, and he has them playing above any level they've ever been on offense. And he's going to be the first quarterback to ever throw for 3,000 and rush for 1,000. I mean, he's just been absolutely on fire to start this season. And, you know, there's no real... I mean, the Ravens had some amazing plays in that Bengals game. There's no doubt about that. But the real excitement, like, after the Patriots game wasn't this Bengals game. It's leaning into next week. The next home game against the Houston Texans. That's going to be awesome, okay? They have Deshaun Watson, Nuke Hopkins. I mean, Carlos Hyde's had a really good season for him so far. It's just... They have a really good team in Houston. And I'm sad to see that J.J. Watt got hurt because... I've always wanted to see him play in person. I'm going to be at this game. And, you know, it sucks because you always want to see the best players out on the field. But at the same time, that really bodes well in the Ravens' favor. The run game should be popping off as it usually has been. I mean, who on the Texans is going to stop Lamar Jackson? Even Bill O'Brien, their head coach, said just like today or yesterday or whatever, he was like, it's pretty much impossible to game plan for someone like this. And... It's true. Like, how are you going to stop him? Pete Carroll wasn't able to stop him. Bill Belichick can't stop him. I mean, who's going to do it? I really expect Lamar to be doing great things this up-and-coming game against the Texans, continue doing what he's been doing these past few weeks. He's just been on point lately, and he's playing MVP-level ball. He's the Offensive Player of the Week from last week, and he's the second player to ever have 2 perfect passer ratings in a game in the same season. And the first one was Ben Roethlisberger. And, Lamar Jackson's in really rare company with that, and he could literally add on to it. I mean, the way he's been playing. So I'm really excited to see him carve up an average Texan secondary and a J.J. Wattless defense. Little nervous about what their offense is going to bring to the table against our defense, but we have Marcus Peters, Marlon Humphrey, and Earl Thomas. So I'm leaning, and we're at home, so I'm leaning towards the Ravens. I feel like it should be a great game. Should be a night game because there's been some trash night games this season, like, let's be honest, and this is a 1 o'clock game, and it's possibly the two faces of the AFC for years to come. So it should really be an amazing matchup. Like, against the Patriots, that last home game, that was like past versus present, and now it's present versus present. And who's going to take the mantle of best young quarterback going into the future? And it's just, there's a lot riding on this game as well for like seeding in the AFC and everything else. So I really can't wait for it. It should be an amazing matchup, and I'm definitely going to be pumped when I'm at the game. And if you're there, you should definitely be loud for it. Peace out. Take it easy. Like and subscribe to my channel. And have a good day.